Skin and all mucosal surfaces, indeed, they are the barriers between inside and outside of the body. And the main entrance site, almost all of the microorganisms enter the body from the barriers. Respiratory, GI, skin, and many others, but we will talk about some of them. Let me skip the outlines. We don't have enough time. So there are barrier organs, including we have barriers in eyes, in oral cavity, or all GI tract, in respiratory tract, GI tract, urogenital tract, mammary glands, and salivary glands, lacrimal glands. All of them are the barriers of the body. They are the main site of entrance of microorganisms to the body. They separate the inside and outside of the body. And have a look on this sentence. Have a look here. Have a look here, please. On this sentence. The microbiome of healthy humans consists of approximately 10 to the power of 14 bacteria. 10 to the power of 14 bacteria and virus there are inside the body. And this number almost is 10 times of the number of the human cells. Is that clear for you? The number of bacteria is almost 10 times the number of our own cells. That's why some microbiology says we are 10% human and 90% microbial. In terms of number, not mass. Mass is something different. Haji, over here please. Have a look on those sentences. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that immune system is going to deal with so many different microorganisms that most of them are not pathogenic. So when they are not pathogenic, there is no need for immune response against them. They are normal flora. They are microbiome of they are mainly in GI tract and other tracts, including on the skin, in respiratory tracts, but mainly they are in GI tract, gastrointestinal tract. So the immune system is exposed to this huge number of different microorganisms, and for most of them, we do not need immune response. Not only immune system is exposed to those kind of microorganisms, is exposed to, I've told you, to food antigens. Food antigens are foreign, but they are harmless. So we do not need to have immune response against them. Again, there are some other harmless antigens as well. So immune system, not only there are some foreign harmless antigens, they are foreign but harmless. Okay, they are not self. They are non-self but harmless antigens. And in all mucosal surfaces and barriers, we have self-antigens as well. So immune system has to discriminate between pathogens and rest of the antigens. We need just immune response against pathogens. For example, HPV, E. coli, and many other pathogens. But for the rest of the antigens, food antigens, microbiome antigens, self-antigens, we do not need to have immune response. Having unwanted immune response against these normal or harmless antigens is caused diseases like autoimmune diseases, including Crohn's disease or IBD. You might have heard about it. IBD, irritable bowel disease, Crohn or celiac disease. Those are diseases that are made unwanted immune response against microorganisms of the GI. In normal person, we do not have immune response against GI microbiome. If we have immune response against GI microbiome, it will cause a disease. For example, Crohn and celiac. Ulcerative colitis. Crohn and ulcerative colitis. There is another disease which is called celiac. Celiac is a disease that we have unwanted immune response against gluten, the antigen in food, and food antigen. So unwanted immune response against gluten food antigen can cause a disease, celiac disease. There are diseases like autoimmune disease. This is abnormal immune response, unwanted immune response. So the immune system is going to just respond to pathogens. That's it. The rest of the, so we need some mechanisms to prevent immune activation against harmless self and non-self antigens. All barriers are called epithelial barriers. Why? Why all barriers of the body are called epithelial? They are lined by epithelial cells, all of them. We have epithelial cells in all of them. Just in some mucosal surfaces, we have just one layer. In some others, we have multi-layers of, like skin, epithelial cells. But all of them are epithelial cells. Except for skin, for the rest of the barriers, except for skin, they are called mucosal surfaces. Why? Why they are called mucosal surfaces? Because we have mucus. Mucus is a glycoprotein which is produced by epithelial cells, and we have a layer of mucus on the epithelial cells, not on the skin, on other barriers of the body. So they are called mucosal surfaces. And the number is, again, we have 400 square meters of surface area for all barriers, and just 2 of them is for skin. The rest of them is for the rest of the mucosal surfaces. So immune system is dealing with the huge number of microorganisms and food antigens in a huge surface area, 400 square meters. So it's a very big responsibility for immune system to prevent unwanted immune response, besides having normal immune response against pathogens. And you know that, you know what commensal microbiome mean? What is the definition for commensal microbiome? Normal flora. They are useful. We need them. They have different advantages for us, including they are involved in food absorption. They prevent the infection with pathogens. They use food antigens and deprive the pathogen from the food antigen. Some of them produce toxins against pathogens. And we have different names for of immune system in different mucosal surfaces or barriers. Different names for the composition of immune system in different barriers. And overall they are called MALT, mucosal associated lymphoid tissue. Lymphoid tissues that are associated with mucosal surfaces. Or we have NALT for nasal associated lymphoid tissue. And bronchus associated lymphoid tissue, BALT, for respiratory tract. Lower respiratory tract, this one is upper respiratory tract. Gut associated lymphoid tissue, gut. You are going to see these terms in your textbooks regularly from now on. They are not just in immunology textbook. So MALT, NALT, BALT, and gut. And so it's important that protection in barriers against infection is made by physical barriers. It means that epithelial cells makes barrier, prevent the entrance of microorganisms in all barriers. We have some chemical barriers. We will talk about them. there are some chemical agents that kill the bacteria in the barriers, kill the microorganisms that try to enter the body, and some cellular activity, immune cells. We have different immune cells in the barriers. So we have 3 layers of prevention in the barriers: physical barriers, chemical barriers, and cellular barriers. And it's important to keep in mind that there is a dialogue between microorganism and immune system. So it's not a monologue. What is the difference between monologue and dialogue? Monologue is this, that just one person talks to the rest of the persons. Dialogue is conversation, talking to each other. So the immune cells and microorganisms, there is a reciprocal conversation between them. They affect each other. Indeed, immune system prevents unwanted infection made by microorganisms. On the other hand, microorganisms, normal microbiota, normal flora are needed for normal immune system development. In developed countries, that the infections are controlled restrictly, the rate of cancer, the rate of autoimmunity, the rate of allergy is higher than developing or underdeveloped countries. Is that clear for you? In developed countries, that the hygiene hypothesis is in a higher level, the autoimmune disease, the allergic disease is in a higher level compared to undeveloped or developing countries. Because, I told you, because of hygiene condition is higher in developed country, and the type of microorganisms, the microbiome of their body is changed, and normal development of immune response needs normal microbiome. Okay, without having a normal microbiome, the immune system won't develop normally. It is so exposure to microorganisms from childhood after birth is needed for development of a normal immune response. So there is a dialogue between both of them needs each other. It's better to say both of them affects each other. Immune system affects normal flora, and normal flora affects immune system. When we have a healthy equilibrium between normal flora and immune response against, it is called homeostasis. Homeostasis in the barriers means having a healthy or normal equilibrium between microbiome and immune response. So now we are going to talk about how this homeostasis is made and kept, and then how we have a problem with homeostasis of barriers. Okay, have a break for 10 minutes. Get back in 11:05. Okay?